Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Doodle Robot and today I'm going to give you a tour of my color swatch book. I think it's kind of minimalist and easy to take care of. That's why I chose to do it this way. So let's have a look at it. It's just a cheap little, I don't know what these are called, binder thing. I think I paid 50 cents for it at Walmart. I just bought one. And it's just filled with those plastic inserts. Hopefully the glare is not too bad. It's got pockets in the front and back. I keep my test page for, this is just the same kind of Amazon paper that Amazon books are made of. And I've covered it with 2 thin coats of satin glazing liquid so I can test my pencils on here when I choose to do that method in an Amazon print book. I have a couple of extra of my Prismacolor things that I printed off. This is just an inventory of Prismacolors. I printed off from this website. Hopefully you can see it. What does it say? ljnightart.com. So I keep, this is not necessarily the order I would have put my pencils in their case, but I put them in this order just because it was easy and somebody did it for me already. So there's that. I have a few extras, which is a good thing I printed off a few extras because I'll talk about that in just a second. So here, when I started coloring, pretty much all I had for coloring was a random 84, 86 Prismacolors. They're 25 years old. I'm still using some of them. Some I have blown through since I started, but I am an artist, art teacher, so I had a lot of the art stuff, but I was never a color pencil person, so, but I did have some. I had those few, so I started with those few, and I worked on building my collection slowly over the course of a couple months. But now I blow through pencils so fast that I have a whole, I like to keep at least one backup. So when Prismacolors went down to like $64 on Amazon, I bought a whole set. And then as I use them, as I get down to 0, I still have the one I'm using, and I order a backup. So here, this was the bad idea part. I keep my inventory here on this page, and I kept it in pen. So I may have to change that too. I may have to redo it and change it to pencil. So that's where we stand right now with my Prismacolors. My Prismacolors were so old that I have, I don't know if you can see, I have a couple of colors they don't make anymore. Deco Orange and Deco Aqua, which are awesome colors. Hopefully they'll come out good on the camera. They're a light orange and a light aqua color, aquamarine color. I mean, there's nothing like that in Prismacolor. Please bring those back, Prismacolor. Anyway, that's the first page. I chose to do it this way because, you know, I'd seen lots of people with their color swatch books online, and some kept it in a book that, you know, you can't add and subtract things. So every time you want to change the book or something, you've got to redo all of the swatches. I'm not going to redo swatches. There's no redoing of swatches. They're done. That's the way they're staying. If I should get a wild hair and decide to redo a swatch, I can just redo that one. I don't have to redo the whole book. If this grows too big for the little binder that I have, I can just, you know, go to the dollar store and get a cheap 3-ring binder and put them in there. I don't think it will. I tend toward minimalism, especially in the rest of my life, not necessarily with my coloring books or my art supplies, but I do tend to not want to have too much stuff in my life. You got to cart that with you everywhere, so I try to keep it, you know, subdued a little bit. So I have my Prismacolor inventory here, and then I have it by color. So I have all the lights here, which there's quite a few lights. I mean, I don't think people realize when they keep it in color, in each color, like yellow, oranges, reds, but there's quite a few lights here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's 27 lights Prismacolor has, so it's a pretty good amount. Plus you can make more lights by adding white to things. So I've got my yellows, I've got my yellow oranges. There are duplicates here. Like I may have yellow ochre here and I may have it over here with the yellow oranges and the oranges, just so I can see what I'm looking for, especially with my Prismacolors. I didn't do this extensively with all my other pencil packs that I have. So we got reds, pinks, purples, blues, you know, your usual fare, greens. We have our grays. I have a whole earth tone set. And this one I think is blank, maybe for skin tones, I'm not sure. But I keep it blank because I had originally planned to have flesh tones here, and I don't really care for coloring in people so much. So French grays are in with the brown earth tony things. So yeah, I like this setup. It works well for this. This is my most used pencils here. And then I've got my two new sets, the Pastelo colored pencils, and on these two, I did it quite differently. This is as you can see, this is a printout I've made. I just made it on the computer at work, and I usually have a whole bunch, but I'm down to just one left now. So that it's already pre-made. I can just, you know, adjust it as necessary and quickly throw color on there of whatever I need. I've arranged my Pastelo pencils differently because based on the few months that I've been coloring since February, I think this is more useful to me, the way I've arranged them here. Of course, they're all pastels, so it's not going to be normal color families, but I've arranged them in a way that I think will work for me. Same with the Brute Fooners. I've tried to arrange them in, like here we have kind of light, medium, dark aqua colors, greens, somewhere between aqua and green, basically in different color families that kind of are how I would use them. I rather like this. So, and then my Crayolas were the second color pencil set I got. I think they work the best on Amazon paper because they're the hardest lead. And these are just done in the way that they came in the box. So there's no special way. Not the way I would have set it up, but I didn't want to go through and test and arrange, and who's got time for that? So we've got all 120, and then here's the colors of the world, the metallics, and you know how it always happens. Right after I ordered the 120 set from Amazon, I went out of town, and my cousin gave me a pack. I'm like, I'm into coloring now. You know, I was brand new to it. And she's like, oh, well, her sister who had passed away a few years before, was into coloring. So she gave me the gel pens and the 50 set of Crayolas and a couple coloring books. So yeah. So I have notes here of, before I bought 120 Crayolas, I just went to the store and bought the 24 set. I wanted to test them in the Amazon books before I committed to a huge set of Crayolas. But so I've noted here all the blue are the ones that come in the 24 set, and all the pink come in the 50 set. So if I run out of a color that may come in a lesser set, you know, I kind of have a notation of that. I can just buy the lesser set. I have not run out of any Crayola colored pencils yet, though. They're a hard lead. They seem to last a long time. So that is my Crayola section. And then I have one of my newer purchases, I don't know, July, August, somewhere in there. I bought pin and gear gel pens. And, you know, like I said, my cousin gave me a pack of gel pens, and they were a few years old, so most of them were bad, and these are the only ones that kind of were not bad. So I kept those. I didn't really ever use them. And then I was doing a page, and I'm not in the mood for shade and shadow. I'm just going to play with gel pens and stuff. And I really liked them, playing with the gel pens on top of the WaterBased markers that I had. So I committed to a gel pen pack, just something I could pick up at my Walmart. I live in the sticks. We only have a Walmart. That's it. I have since accumulated more things. Recently I was at in a town with stores, and I picked up a few jelly rolls here. I just put them at the bottom there. Like I said, I don't want to do things over. I just want to do things like one time and be done. I've picked up, I think I picked up this jelly roll Moonlight set at my Walmart. The Tombos were from my Walmart. We got dollar stores. Oh, I won a set of Paper Mate flares at work. And we got our Uniball gel pens there. Oh, I should do a whole video on why I love Ohuhu water-based markers. So here's the color swatches that come with an Ohuhu water-based marker. And they seem okay. There's like lots of darks, not enough, lots of midtones, not enough darks, not enough lights, of course, as usual. Markers do tend to be like dark though, dark midtones, I guess we'll say. But, you know, when I was using them on my satin glazing liquid treated Amazon books, so that colored pencils would work better on there, and water mediums and all that, I was having to guess, like, oh, they come out so much lighter, they come out so much lighter. But, so I just decided to make a whole page of like 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats, because I was tired of guessing at like what the color would be on the page. But look at them now. So this is just like Amazon, it's like printer paper, like Amazon paper, treated with 2 thin coats of satin glazing liquid. But look at the beautiful colors. It's like, oh my gosh, they went from okay to I love to use them on top of satin glazing liquid treated Amazon paper, or any paper. It's not going to matter really. And I have, if you look back in my completed pages, you'll see some works where I use that. They come out really good. And they feel like they're much easier to even blend than watercolor, I find. You know, it's like using a pencil. You have very good control. So I really like these on top of satin glazing liquid on any kind of paper. I guess it doesn't matter what you put the satin glazing liquid on. And then I wanted to test my Tombos, and I got another 6-pack of Tombos here that I tested as well. No need to have a whole paper for that, at least not yet. All right, and then we're on to alcohol markers. I like to do, like here I did 1 and 2 coats of the Spree alcohol markers, which I really like. I've been practicing. You'll see some more pages like that in my October completed pages. And then to supplement the Sprees, because these are mostly midtones, I got the Ohuhu Pastel alcohol markers, which are awesome. I did 1, 2, and 3 coats here. All right, then I have my collection of apple barrel paints. This is actually done on watercolor paper. I've got my various folk art paints. A couple metallic. Well, okay, I have 2 metallic things. I don't know what I was thinking there. And we've got my, oh, I love these, my Ohuhu acrylic paint markers. Just there. I had to number them myself. They do have numbers in the cap, but they're backwards, and I don't know, my ancient little eyes can't see them. So that, I've got my Neo 2 colors just on the original thing that comes with them. That's where I did my swatches there. I've got my Mei Liang watercolors. When you buy them, they say this, but on the tin of the watercolors, it says pretty excellent. So I've got those. I've got my collegiate. Oh, that would be upside down for you. Sorry. I've got my collegiate semi-moist metallics watercolor. This is what they look like on watercolor paper, just on white. And there's the black version. I don't see anybody else using those, so they seem fine to me though. I don't know, seem pretty good. And my latest little tiny haul from a town with stores, I got 4 stickles and 2 liquid pearls from Michael's. And that is it for my minimalist color swatch book. I think I have been talked into, I'll have to add a page, I've been talked into the Silky Gel Crayon. One of those. I think I might get the Silkies. I don't know. I think there's Shuttle Gel Crayons and there's King Art. I don't know which one I'm going to get. Probably Silky. It looks pretty good. I think Coloring with Kay said she liked that one best. Or Emma Colors 2020. I can't remember. They both recently had videos that I watched and I'm like, okay, I guess you talked me into it. I mean, I do want an easy way to do backgrounds and an easy way to do stencils. I do not like chalk. I don't want that stuff in my house. And I'm not terribly excited to get the distress inks. They look good, they look fun. They're expensive, and I don't know, you gotta buy a million little parts, and the Silky Gel Crayons all come like in their own case, and I like easy, I like minimal, so I may be purchasing those in November. Look forward to that. So yeah, so that is my minimalist-ish, I guess, color swatch book. It's easy. I don't have to redo things over and over. If I get the hankering to redo one thing, I can just redo one thing. Or, you know, if I run out of room on a page, I can easily add and subtract as I grow or get rid of stuff that I don't use. So that is it for today. I thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. I'll see you next time. Live long and prosper. Bye-bye.